Hi guys, today is July 30th, Tuesday, and it's time for our weekly inspirational Bible verse. And so today the Lord has spoken to me and I've been meditating on 1 Samuel chapter 16 verse 7. And if you're not familiar with this, Samuel was a prophet and he anointed King David. But before that, we had the problem Saul, and Saul was a man not after God's heart. He was more concerned with what man saw on the outside, the outer shell, the appearance. And so God rejected Saul because he wasn't concerned more with what God thought of Saul. He was more concerned with how the outer appearance of Saul was to other people. And today we see that a lot of times. And I think a lot of us even have possibly bad experiences with pastors or ministers when we thought they were godly people, but they were really just a shell. They didn't have a heart after God. And so the verse is when, I'll just bring you up to speed. Samuel is now coming to the house of Jesse, and there's several sons. And Samuel sees Jesse's first son, Eliab, and he was the oldest. And usually the oldest would be set up for king or set up for, the blessing. And Eliab looked very stately, and God said to Samuel, do not choose him. And I'll read the verse right now, and this is where we are. He says, but the Lord said to Samuel, do not look at his appearance. He's talking about Eliab. Don't look at his appearance or at his physical stature, because I have rejected him. For the Lord does not see as man sees, for man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. And so Samuel, after that, he said, keep coming, pass the next brother by. Nope, that's not him. And finally, he said, is there not anyone else? And Jesse said, yes, there's one. He's the youngest. He's out tending the sheep. He's out working. But man, we kind of, in our hearts, we don't think he's anything. But Samuel said, bring him here. And the Lord, when he saw him, the Lord said to Samuel, anoint him David. He is the king. And it just shows you that David, even though he made many mistakes, and he made mistakes, he was a man after God's own heart. And so today, you and me, we can be and we are men and women of God, after God's heart, because of what Jesus has done. And so you might have made mistakes. You might have tried to appear good on the outside. That's all the world is. The world is just very physical. It's very sensual. It's just the physical being. But guess what? There's a spirit being inside of you. And so I encourage you just to continue to stay steadfast. Put good things in. Man, spend time with God in the morning. Spend time reading with him, reading his word. He wants to show you and he wants to give you good things. And don't just be that physical being, that carnal being, just the physical five senses. There's a spirit being inside of you. And God saw that King David had that trait. His other brothers, Eliab and the other ones, they didn't have that trait. They didn't have that heart towards God. And so I encourage you today, guys, I'll see you next time. God bless you. Have a prosperous and successful week. See ya.